Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm LJ if you're new to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I accomplished this. I wouldn't really say it's a no makeup look just because it kind of looks like I got makeup on. Like, we can't fool nobody with a no makeup look with this look. But this makeup look is like a super natural summer makeup look. It's just more like a glowy, natural makeup look with the faux freckles, just so that, you know, my skin can have a little texture, you know, make it look a little bit more realistic. This look is a no foundation makeup look. I did not use any foundation. I just used a whole bunch of other things in replacement of foundation. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I accomplished this look, then keep on watching. Alright, so first thing is I want to wake my skin up just to make it look alive, and I want to look awake. So I'm going to spray my face. I'm going to use the Morphe Luminous setting spray, and I'm going to spray a little bit. And that's just going to help wake my skin up a little bit so that I look awake, and just to give it a little bit of dewiness. So because we're not going in with any foundation, I'm just gonna jump into concealer, but I'm going to try to like cover up like any dark areas around my skin. I don't wanna cover like my whole face with foundation. So I'm gonna use this Colourpop No Filter Concealer in the shade Deep Dark 54. So this concealer is close to my skin tone. So I'm just covering out the spots that, you know, that are showing, that are peeking on my skin, that I just want to hide. I don't want them to show. I feel like once you start doing this, you just kind of like want to keep going, and you start seeing other ones and some that you don't really need to cover. So what I'm gonna do is use my hands, and I'm just going to blend that out. So there we have it. This pretty much just covers all the discoloration, the black spots. And if you have a lot of hyperpigmentation and a lot of black spots, I feel like a BB cream would work as well. But I just use concealer just because it's very quick and it's super easy and it looks more natural. So you can tell people like, foundation? No, I don't have foundation on. People are like, wow, your skin is so nice. Like, I have concealer on, but you didn't say concealer. I'm gonna work on my eyebrows. And for eyebrows, I'm gonna use the Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the Dipbrow gel in the shade Ebony. So I'm just gonna brush my eyebrow hairs upward, and I'm gonna quickly fill them in. Alright, so I'm gonna clean off my eyebrows, and I'm gonna use that same concealer that I used for my dark spots, and I want to use the same color. I don't want to use a light one to make it seem like I, you know, actually like cleaned off my eyebrows. I want it to be like a natural color. I don't want it looking super highlighted. And whatever that's left on the eyelid, I'm just bringing it down to cover up the discoloration around my eyelid area. Alright, so the eyebrows are completed. I'm gonna move on to concealer. So the concealer I'm gonna use is the Fenty Beauty Instant Retouch Concealer. This is in the shade 420. So this concealer is a pretty creamy concealer. I'm just gonna place like a very small amount, significantly smaller than I usually apply. And I'm gonna blend this out with my ring finger. And of course, I'm bringing this towards the bridge of my nose. And blending the concealer out with a finger instead of like a beauty sponge or like a brush, it gives it like a natural finish. So that's why I like using my hands if I'm going for like a natural makeup look. And that's why a lot of professional makeup artists use their hands, because it gives it a little bit of warmth, because your hands have a little bit of warmth in there. So it kind of helps everything blend out naturally. And then whatever excess I have left, I'm just gonna use a sponge to blend it out, get rid of the excess concealer. Then for contour, I'm going to use a super bronzy contour. I'm going to use the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Concealer in the shade 210 Neutral. And I'm going to place a very small amount because this contour is highly pigmented. And because we're going for a natural makeup look, we don't want it to be like too much. So I'm gonna use a beauty sponge to blend that out. And this is gonna add a little bit of warmth into my skin, make it look like super bronzy, because that's the type of look I'm going for. I have a little bit of hair right here. I can definitely see it. I need to shave. Like, I need to shave my whole face because I feel like the hairs just keep growing and it doesn't really give me like a smooth texture. I feel like shaving my face will kind of help like the texture of my skin. Alright, so to set the concealer, I'm going to use the McGrath Labs Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Setting Powder in the shade Medium 3. And this setting powder is like super natural. It's very, very fine. Like, the minerals are very, very fine. So I feel like that kind of gives it like a super natural finish. Place this with my beauty sponge. I'm also going to place some on my eyelid to set that area because I did place concealer on there. And if I don't set it, there'll be a lot of creasing, and you know, creasing is not our friend. We don't do creasing around here. I'm also going to place some on my forehead area. For my nose contour, I'm just going to use a nose contour brush, and whatever's left on the brush, I'm just going to contour my nose. We're not going for like a snatched makeup look, so I don't want to add any product on here. I want it to be like super natural. I feel like blush really adds that color back into my skin. It is one of my favorite parts of makeup application. So for blush, I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Cream Blush in the shade Crush on Cupid. And these blushes are super duper natural. This is my favorite shade. I'm going to put quite a bit of blush just because it's like a summer type of makeup look, and I just want to look like I'm super blushing. I just went to the beach and got a tan. Look cute sunburn. I feel like Fenty Beauty has been launching a lot of like natural products, which is awesome because I am so into natural makeup looks as well. I don't like to wear makeup all the time. Sometimes I like my skin looking natural, looking very healthy. I don't always like to go for like a full beat. So that's really awesome. I really like the products that they've launched this summer. These blushes, the cream bronzers, they're so natural. And on top of that, they give you a little bit of that highlight. But I'm gonna add a little bit of highlight just to give it that extra juicy glow. So for a highlighter, I'm gonna use the Marc Jacobs Tantalize Dewdrops. This is the coconut gel highlighter. This dewdrop is so pigmented, like super duper pigmented. It's kind of like foundation. It has a little bit of color in there, but the color is just a little bit too light. So I have to blend it out on my hand, and then I'm gonna pick it up with a sponge, bounce it around so we don't get too much, and just apply it. Kind of gives that extra glow, that extra dewiness onto the skin. I'm gonna place some also around this area, so when I turn around, people are like, ooh, your skin is glowing. I'm also gonna place a little bit on my forehead for that extra glow. I'm trying to look dewy, okay? So I'm not going in with any eyeshadow. I'm just gonna jump right into applying mascara, and I'm gonna use the Milk Makeup KUSH mascara. So I'm gonna use a little bit of the dewdrops, and I've decided I wanna add a little bit on my eyelids just to give it a little bit more of a glow. So I'm gonna place some on my brow bone area. Now that I keep placing this dewdrops like on places, I keep wanting to add more. So I'm just add a little bit of my nose. I'm going crazy with this thing. And then a little bit of my Cupid's bow. Alright, and then for lips, I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Slip Shine Sheer Shiny Lipstick in the shade Gogi Gang. This is my favorite shade from all the lipsticks. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of lip gloss on top of this. I'm gonna use the NYX Professional Butter Gloss in the shade Praline. This lip gloss is my everyday lip gloss. It's like my go-to everyday lip gloss. It just adds a little bit of juice onto your lips. I was originally not going to add full freckles, but I thought about it. I was like, why not? Why not just throw some little freckles in there? So to apply the freckles, I'm going to use the Colourpop BFF Cream Gel Liner. This is in the shade Call Me. And this is just like a dark brown shade. So what I'm going to do is just place it like anywhere. Like with faux freckles, doesn't really matter where you're placing the eyeliner. You just want to make sure that it actually shows up. Some people use black eyeliner, but for me, I feel like black eyeliner, it doesn't really make it look natural. So I prefer using a brown gel liner, or you could use a brown eyeliner. Alright, so there we have it for this super natural, no foundation makeup look. This is like more of like, I don't want to wear too much makeup. I just want to look as natural as possible during the summer. I want to look like I had like a really nice sunburn. My skin looks natural. Of course, you're fooling people with the freckles because it makes it look even more natural. So adding those freckles, it just kind of makes the texture of your skin look a little bit more realistic rather than it just looking nice and flawless. It kind of just makes it look a little bit textured, a little bit more realistic. So that is it for this video. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is get ready, fix my hair, and I'll be back with the final look. All right, so here we have it for this super natural, no foundation makeup routine. This is like my go-to summer makeup routine if I don't want to wear foundation. I don't want to feel like I have makeup on. I want something super natural. Maybe I'm just like running errands, or I feel like if I was on vacation, this would be like the makeup look I would go for, just because it's very water friendly except with the mascara. But generally, this would be like a go-to travel makeup for me. With this look, somebody might stop you and be like, oh my gosh, what foundation is that? It looks so natural. You're gonna be like, foundation? Yeah, I'm obsessed with this look. This is like a go-to look for me. It's super dewy, super glowy. It just looks like a summer type of makeup look. If you enjoyed this video, please leave me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and join the family. And hit the bell so you're always notified of a new upload. But other than that, I will see you guys in my next video.